Imagine being stranded in the middle of a scorching desert, the sun beating down relentlessly, with no water in sight. For humans, just a few days without water can be deadly. But believe it or not, some creatures on this planet can go without water for months, even years, and not just survive, but thrive. How is that possible? What incredible tricks have these animals and plants evolved to cheat death in the harshest conditions? Let's start with one of nature's most unkillable creatures, the tardigrade, also known as the water bear. These tiny, eight-legged microorganisms look like something out of a sci-fi movie, but they're very real, and they're practically indestructible. Tardigrades can survive extreme heat, freezing cold, radiation, and even the vacuum of space. But their most impressive trick, they can go without water for decades. When their environment dries up, tardigrades don't just tough it out, they completely shut down. They curl into a little ball called a ton, expel almost all the water from their bodies, and enter a state called cryptobiosis. In this state, their metabolism drops to almost zero. They're not dead, but they're not exactly alive either. They're in a kind of suspended animation. Scientists believe they replace the lost water in their cells with a special sugar that acts like biological antifreeze, protecting their cells from damage. When water finally returns, they rehydrate and spring back to life as if nothing happened. Then there's the African lungfish, a real-life example of patience and survival. When the rivers and lakes of Africa dry up during the brutal dry season, this fish doesn't just gasp for water and die, it digs. Using its strong fins, it burrows deep into the mud, where it secretes a mucus cocoon around itself. Inside this slimy sleeping bag, the lungfish slows its breathing to just a few breaths per hour and enters a state of extreme dormancy. It can stay like this for up to 5 years, living off its own muscle tissue for energy. When the rains finally return and water fills its habitat again, the lungfish emerges, weak but alive, ready to swim and hunt once more. Insects, too, have mastered the art of living without water. Take the spiny devil katydid, a bizarre-looking insect that calls Australia's deserts home. This creature never drinks water, not a single drop. Instead, it gets all the moisture it needs from the plants it eats. Its body is so efficient at conserving water that it doesn't even have the ability to drink. Then there's the Namib desert beetle, which has an even more ingenious solution. In one of the driest places on Earth, where rain might not fall for years, this beetle survives by collecting morning dew on its bumpy back. The tiny droplets roll down into its mouth, giving it just enough water to stay alive. But it's not just animals that can pull off these incredible feats, some plants can too. The resurrection plant, for example, looks like a dead, dried-up tumbleweed when water is scarce. It can lose up to 95% of its moisture and appear completely lifeless, but when rain finally arrives, it miraculously springs back to life, unfolding its leaves and turning green again within hours. Scientists are studying this plant to see if its survival secrets could help us develop drought-resistant crops in the future. So what's the secret behind all these incredible survivors? It all comes down to evolution. In places where water is scarce, life finds a way, either by storing water more efficiently, replacing it with something else, or simply shutting down until conditions improve. Some creatures slow their metabolism to a crawl, others change their biology to need almost no water at all. And the more we learn about them, the more we realize just how adaptable life can be. Think about what this could mean for humans. If we could harness the tardigrade's ability to survive dehydration, could we preserve organs for transplants longer? If we could mimic the lungfish's dormancy, could we put astronauts into suspended animation for deep space travel? The possibilities are endless. So the next time you take a refreshing sip of water, remember, some creatures out there haven't had a drink in years, and they're doing just fine. Nature, it seems, has a way of defying the impossible. Which of these creatures amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing science stories.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.